All right, welcome back, everybody. The 52nd episode of Tilton the Scales. Good to see you boys back. Give us a rundown how your week was. Go ahead and start, Wally.
Yeah, it was uneventful. Hard work,
Great. Chet,
chasing
go
kids
ahead.
around. Didn't do
Yeah.
much of anything. I appreciate your asking. No need to be rude. This is not how we want to get. Let's not get started off on this foot here, right?
I mean, I was just moving on. I thought I was moving on. There's kind of a delay. You said nothing special. I just thought we'd move on. That's
Exactly.
all.
It was a run of the mill week.
Oh,
Chet, go
well,
ahead.
I'm going on vacation. My wife beat me down, browbeat me, and I'm gonna have to go. Just have to get on a plane, and I'm afraid we're all gonna die. So this might be my last podcast.
This will not be your last podcast. Well, we have historical data, so we'll make sure that you still live on in
But if it
infamy.
is, we're going to put together one hell of a montage, and it'll
Thank
Yeah,
be
you.
"I will remember you"
yeah.
playing
I
in the
think
background with this
I think
pictures and
Wally,
moving clips.
yeah, I think
It'll
Wally
be
means by
fantastic.
we, he means me. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do that. Yeah.
Yep. We. That's what I said. We're saying the same thing, Nate. Six of one,
Yep.
half dozen of another. That's what we
Yeah.
mean.
Yep. We're on the same page there. All right, I had a good week. I will remind you guys. I sent you something in the group chat. I bench pressed 315 for one rep, and
Hell yeah.
that's a feat that I never thought I'd see because I've never tried to do that, and I was pretty impressed, pretty happy with that. So that was a lifetime achievement for me this week.
Fantastic.
Well done, man.
So
Congratulations,
yeah,
my man. That's
I'm
amazing.
happy about that. Yeah, thank you, appreciate it. I knew you guys would rejoice with me. I knew that. I
I
wanted
am.
to share that with you.
I
I
can
wanted
hardly
to share
contain
that.
myself.
I can tell. I know. I mean, you do seem like you just woke up from a nap,
I'm vibrating.
like you said. So you're vibrating,
I am.
like
No,
as
no,
in you're
no
in a
shade.
vibe,
That's
or
that's pretty impressive. You should be very proud of yourself, especially at your age. Jesus Christ, you're not young.
nice. I know. I'm no spring chicken, right? I was the oldest in the gym, so I mean, there is that. That usually happens
Go get it.
frequently, actually.
There
Go
are
All
get
people
right,
it.
so
on this earth that call you grandpa.
that's true. Yeah, G-Paw. Actually, I like G-Paw. That's what I go by, G-Paw. It's a strong name, and it's like an OG too. We're all OGs, but let's actually go into that when you know, assuming that you guys become heralded grandfathers like me. What do you guys want to be called? What are you going to be called? What do you want your grandkids to call you?
That's so far away, man. I have no idea.
It
I think
is.
it'll
It
be
better
just
or it
like
better be, right? It better be.
I think it's going to be like depending on what that first grandkid says, right? That's what you get called. It's whatever comes out of that kid's mouth initially labeled to you, and
Is
that's I
it?
think ultimately what you're going to be called.
Well,
Yeah.
you can get ahead of the game, buddy, just like I did. My daughter actually asked me, "What do you want to be called?" And I told her
Yeah,
I'd think about it. I hadn't really put any thought into it, but then I thought like I want something that when they're young they can easily say, and then potentially when they get older, like, "Oh yeah, that's my OG."
I don't want to play it.
I
I
don't know.
want it to come naturally.
Really? Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah. Same. I don't
Chet,
know.
same. You want it
Yeah.
to come natural?
Just
Oh, so
natural.
like, okay. So if I play this game and just look at you and say what say what comes to mind?
Yeah.
You're not my grandson. No, you may not.
No, we'll do a poll on this. Like what would you call Wally and Chet if they were grandparents? What would you call them? We'll do a poll on that. I like that. I don't know why I like G-Paw. I like I thought it was easier than Grandpa. I mean, down here, I shouldn't say down here, but in the South, it's like they have a few different names. Like, I mean, you should literally Google like grandmother, grandfather, alternate names, and like, there's a lot of them down here, and I don't understand some of them, and I don't like some of them. So that's also why I got ahead of the game, and I named myself.
Hell yeah.
We're in such different like places in life that like that thought is so foreign to me. Like I'm just trying to get my kids not to kill each other. Like pick your underwear up off the floor and I'll be happy. Like forget like I don't care what the call me whatever you want. Just pick up after yourself. We'll be good.
Yeah, I've I've been there, man. It's not a bad place to be, but I'm happy where I'm at too. I'm happy that's behind me, and I didn't have to deal with more than one, because more than one, bless y'all's hearts, two different personalities, and as far as kids that you're raising, that's a challenge. I have a lot of respect for my daughter. She's got to do it with three, so
Oof. Yeah.
yeah.
That's tough.
And they're all like, again, they're all within a year of each other, 2 years total, essentially. Not
But they're
not
all sold
necessarily.
diapers.
My oldest is potty trained. I think she wears,
Nice.
pull-ups at night, but yeah,
Yeah.
two of them are. Yeah. So, all right, well, let's get started. Let's talk about the Celtics, man. Or did we want to? Sorry, let's start with the Patriots. Chet, you wanted to discuss some free agent stuff and potential free agents, so let's get started with that.
Sure. AJ Brown with Gronkowski and Edelman is like talking like he's might come here, and then more importantly, 4 hours ago, Barkley is like, "Oh yeah, AJ Brown's a big Patriots fan." So we'll see. We'll see.
That's what you're hoping for. So, all right, give us the
Why would I
scenario.
not
Give us.
hope
He's
for
got to
one?
be. We got to trade for him. So what's the scenario?
I mean, a 31 pick. I'll give it
This year's
31.
first? This year's first?
Yeah,
No
I'll give
futures?
that for
No
AJ Brown.
futures?
Yeah, all day long I'll give that for AJ Brown. But
Of course, I would too, but it ain't going to cost that. It's going to cost much more than that.
how much more? What do you think?
I don't
I
know.
think at I think at least two ones or a one in multiple picks
No,
after
no,
that.
not that, not that.
The
No,
NFL's different, man. He's got a big contract. Like it's not the NFL is different. It's not based solely on talent. I agree with you that like as far as performance and talent wise, he's worth that in spades, if not more. I just feel like the NFL is different because you got to like the salary's got to work. I
For
wouldn't be
sure,
shocked
yeah.
if we can get him for a first and a second. I mean, I've seen good players
Well,
go for third.
the salaries don't have to work because we have
I
plenty of
don't mean
cap
to match
space.
up, but it's got to be something that a team's willing to take on and another team's willing to get rid of. Uh, the NFL is a different beast. I don't think it's going to have to be. He's been disgruntled. Um, I wouldn't be shocked if we can get him for a pick or two. What's he got left? What's he
like
got left for a contract? Any idea?
No, I think he has 1 or 2 years left, if I had to guess. Let me ask, co-pilot.
Listen. I wouldn't be upset about that. I don't think a lack of a wide receiver is what did us in this year. Would I love to do a team? I would. Um,
I
yeah,
think it's going to
I
cost
don't know
more
what's
than
that.
one pick.
I would.
It's going to cost a first and at least a first and a second.
It would eat up a
And
major chunk of our money too.
it would, but we need a receiving threat, whether that's a tight end or a wide receiver. So we have money under the cap. We're going to get more cap space once the new CBA is bargained this year.
Yeah,
So
Jets boy Hooper's gone.
I
I
know
mean,
he's
he
gone.
can go.
He's
He can
gone.
go. He
Cost
can
us a
go.
lot of money.
I,
Yeah.
I'd keep
Hooper's
him if
dead to
it
me.
costs us less. But I mean, I'd love to get a pass catching tight end or somebody a little bit more versatile and young as a tight end. But yeah, I think the price is a little steep for AJ Brown. I wouldn't mind. I think
It's Crosby.
I think if it costs us the 31st pick, like I would do that in a heartbeat for sure.
Yeah,
Like
me too.
I'd
All
love
day.
that. I don't think that it's gonna. I think if he's on the trading block, the price is gonna be driven up higher than that if he's available. So, I and I don't know. I don't know how deep our pockets would go as far as again we have 11 picks this year, one first, but I mean, this year might be the year to do something like that, but I don't know if it's worth it. I'd rather get a proven commodity though, even at his price, a proven commodity while we can afford it. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I like him. What did you have anything, Wally, on free agents this year? Potential that you were looking at?
I was looking at it. ESPN did an article like top 50 free agents and tried to match them up with teams. It wasn't much that was tied to the Patriots, but I feel like we're going to be players. What do we have? The 10th or 11th most money under the cap. So I think we're going to spend. But we talked about this last week in that I don't know necessarily where's the like. Obviously, our weakest place was the offensive line, but where do you want to replace it? Like I don't know. Another big pass catching blocking tight end would be nice. Maybe a guard. Is Wilson the answer at left guard? I don't know. Um, but I don't know. I definitely want to invest in the tight end. I would not be shocked if they went over the top and threw in a defensive end, a la Max Crosby. He's not a free agent, but put in a legitimate pass rushing edge rusher. That would make that defense nasty, 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 nasty. And just let our offense develop for another year. I don't know. We'll see. I think we're in a good position, and I'm excited to see what we do. Elliott Wolf had a hell of a year last year.
Yeah.
Mike Vrabel had a hell of a year last year, so I have every faith in their ability to add meaningfully to this team. And I'm just kind of in a position to be. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what we do. Yeah.
Yeah. So AJ Brown's contract runs through 2029, and it's an
Ooh.
annual salary of 32 million.
Ooh.
But again,
Ooh. It's not can't be guaranteed, right?
some of it is, yeah, some of it. Guaranteed money, 84 million.
So 2 years,
So,
2.5. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money at his age too. So I wouldn't be shocked
yeah.
if it isn't quite. What is he? He's early 30s, 30, right? How old is he?
Well, yes. Let me see. Doesn't say. I do think, yeah, I wonder. He's one of the highest paid wide receivers in the league. So
That's a lot of money.
I do wonder again. I understand what Chet's talking about. I've seen nothing but him talking AJ Brown specifically on Gronk and Edelman's podcast. Like he had nothing bad to say about the Patriots, nothing bad to say about
Yeah,
Vrabel, even talking about like how he didn't like him and now he likes him.
yeah,
If he likes him that much, then let's start negotiating as far as getting that contract. Even if it's I don't think Philadelphia would do this. They're one of the smarter organizations out there. But again, if we can cut the money two different ways, meaning we'll give you more picks, but you got to eat.
Philly
Excuse me.
almost seems ready to be done with him, don't they? Like I don't know if you hear the Philly fans talking. He's not as warmly received over there as he once was.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's because of his antics as well. Like, he. I don't think you can argue like he didn't. He doesn't seem like he's a team player. At least the last couple of
Oh
seasons.
yeah,
When
for sure.
when
So again, I ask you, you're giving up multiple firsts.
Well, again, that's where the relationship between him and Vrabel and conversations that we're not privy to have a lot more value. So I trust that Vrabel and the organization will do the right thing. If they think he's worth it and he's going to be on board, then absolutely you pull the trigger. So I don't know if they will pull the trigger for that reason. I agree. I don't like him for that. Like there's a little bit more of a risk. He's the same as Stephon Diggs was, but he doesn't have to prove anything because he's got all that
Yeah,
money locked up. So
and we've already
Stephon
got
Diggs
money
is
locked up in Diggs.
yeah. Well, I also mean that Diggs is now, we signed him to a free agent contract, so he kind of had to prove himself beyond his
Yeah,
best behavior, so to speak. AJ Brown doesn't really fall into that. He's got most of his money's guaranteed. So, but I've said it already. If Arizona trades Kyle Murray, then I'd love to try and get Trey McBride from them, man. That's another tight end that is like on the level of Gronk
Yeah.
when Gronk was drafted, even a better passing or pass catching tight end than he was at that point in his career. So
I
I'd
think we
love
have
to
to throw
see
the
us.
kitchen sink to get him, right? Like, I mean, he's like elite levels tight end. It'd be crazy to trade him.
I mean, it depends on the organization again. Like, I think I would give up the 31st and another pick, maybe next year, not this year, the 31st pick this year, the another pick next year, potentially. So, who knows? But that's and then I'd love to see them use the rest of their draft picks on O line and D line. That's it. That's all I want to see. I want to see us have guys that are, our D line's deep enough where we just keep running dudes in there, like Seattle. Keep running dudes in there that are fast, that are edge rushers, that can create pressure, get our front four to create the pressure instead of having to blitz so much. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's my idea. And then it shore up our offensive line. That's what I want to see him do. Anything else on the Patriots?
I like where we're at.
Yeah, I'm happy about it too. I
We're a
like where we're
talented
at too.
team with money and picks. I like where we're at. I'm excited
Yeah.
to see what next year brings. A lot of
I
people,
don't want.
Chad has said earlier, a lot of people are picking the Bills to take the AFC, and they should. I mean, the Bills have been a good team for a long time. I think we do our best as an underdog. I'm excited that everyone's rooting against us. I want national media to be against the Patriots. I want everyone to say we're a 1 year wonder. I think that's only good for the Patriots.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want our offense to develop, as in I don't want to wait. I want to get a proven commodity on as a pass catcher this year in free agency in a trade. Even
Mhm.
if that's again like if we had to tier it, like if we've got top tier one, tier two, if tier two is like again not Trey McBride, but I don't know, throw another pass catching tight end out there, Kyle Pitts.
Hmm.
He might even be up there with Trey McBride, but I think Kyle Pitts is actually a free agent. That'd be nice to get him. He's a solid dude. I'd take one of those, something like that, and then
Yeah.
I feel like that would shore up our offense. I'm okay with letting the receivers develop a little bit more, but also go out and get one in the draft if you can. If we hold on to the 31st pick, maybe that's what we go after in the 31st. I'd love to see that. So,
I keep
but I
coming back.
like where we're at too.
I keep coming back to like I just don't know that it was pass catcher. Like a lack of pass catcher isn't what prevented us from winning. Like I don't like it feels like our wide receivers played well above their heads all season long. Like I think our wide receiving core was probably the biggest surprise, one of the biggest surprises. I we had depth. I thought we had quality. I think we have most of them coming back for next year, right? Like I don't know who we're
Yeah,
losing. I think didn't we just resign? I saw something about restructuring Mac Hollins deal so that we
I
like
didn't
he
see
was
that.
four. I don't know if you guys saw this. He was four catches
It's
short of
a,
his
yeah.
$400,000 bonus,
400,000.
and the
Yep.
Patriots gave him 400,000, and they gave it to him as a signing bonus for 2027. So I would assume that means he's coming back, right?
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know that. That's
Yeah, it
awesome.
was all over New England media today. So I mean, I think Diggs with another year under his belt in terms of health and another year of this offense is going to be. I will say this. You're right. We're gonna really miss Chet's boy. So we need a pass catching tight end that'll actually catch a pass in the big game. That'd be helpful. I think if you're gonna be known as a pass catching tight end, catching passes in big games are key. A key component of that.
Yes.
But we need to
Uh,
protect the quarterback. It needs to go to the offensive line. We need to do something
Yeah,
different to get him time. Our pass catchers are not our biggest hole in my eyes.
yeah. Well, you might be onto something. You might be right. It may not be pass catchers, but I don't think that would hurt. Somebody that is a proven like go to, just a catching machine, and a
Wouldn't hurt.
big catch radius. That's what I'd like to see. That's probably why I prefer a tight end, somebody like Gronk with the
Mike
again.
Evans.
Oh,
That'd be
He's a free agent.
he is,
oh.
but he's long in the tooth, man, long in the
He's
tooth.
got
But
a
that
big
would
cap
be
radius.
he does, he does. He still takes the top off the defense too. Yeah, that's a good one right there, Wally.
Well, I like that. I like
You might
that.
be onto something. I don't know if he'd want to leave Tampa though. He's been there his entire career.
We went hard after Godwin last year,
We
and we
did,
lost out on him. I wouldn't be
we did.
shocked if we went hard after that. Tampa Bay offense is similar to. I think they're still running the offense that Brady installed that he took from Josh Daniels, which is currently our offense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. All right, well, let's move on to the Celtics. The Celtics, they look pretty good, man. Pretty good for a team that is without their best star still.
On reset.
Going into the All-Star break, they were, I think, in second place, and they've been playing really well. Really hard-nosed defense. I think the defense has been leading the way for them, and they've been kind of figuring things out on offense. They did recently, I want to say put Pritchard on the bench and start bringing him in as the sixth man, which we've discussed on this show. I think he brings more energy that way, maybe a little bit more freer, fresh
Change of
legs,
pace.
change of pace, absolutely. JB just had a triple double last night against the Warriors. I mean,
He's a beast.
not
All
ha-
NBA.
Dude,
yeah,
JB is insane.
yeah, he looks pretty good. So, what do we think? One, let's start with the trades that they make. We haven't talked about those, so I think it made him deeper. I really like Vukovic. I mean, he's like Porzingis, but probably passes better. Uh, and I like the combination of him and Kata in the backcourt when when they want to go big. I really like that combination. And when Kate is on the floor in general, they're one of the top three teams on defense in the league. So he should be on the floor as long as he can, and as long as we can manage those minutes with him. So I'll let you go, Chet. You go first. Let me know what you think of their moves.
I mean, I have no qualifications, so I go to Wally.
All right, Wally. Thank you.
So I'll start with your first question about the trades. I agree. Well, we lost some guys that I think could have contributed this year that were contributing this year. I think ultimately it puts us in a better position for the playoffs with the assumption that Tatum will be back here in a couple of weeks. Vukovic is a double-double machine, can stretch the floor. I don't think he brings like I appreciate your comparison to
Porzingis.
Porzingis. I think Porzingis is a slightly he brings more of a defensive presence than Vukovic does.
Yep.
But I'm like I think that he's one. I love his game, and I love what he brought to the Celtics last 3 years. Having said that, like I think this positions us far better for the playoffs, and you got to understand that we have got the best addition coming back than like better than any other team. There's no trade in the NBA that's going to be more impactful than Jason Tatum coming back. And all signs point to him coming back soon, in a week, maybe as soon as I don't know. So I like the defense. I like the kids. I like the way this team's coming together. The way our rotation's coming, whether it's Hugo, Jordan Walsh, like that 7, 8, 9 spot on our bench has really been impressing me. And you said earlier, Kata. I think Kata has probably been our most improved player.
Yeah.
Like what he's bringing to this team defensively is deep. He's always been a freak athlete, but boy, he's putting it together, and he's a real anchor in this defense.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited for this team. I'm excited to see how Tatum can add to this. I mean, people are talking about like what's he going to do to team chemistry, and I think it's the most ridiculous conversation I could ever be a part of. He's an all NBA quality player who's played his entire career with Jaylen Brown. They're going to be just fine together. Like there's no ego there. There's never been any ego. They've always deferred to each other and brought each other up. Like the fact that this is even a conversation, like I don't understand it. It wouldn't be a conversation anywhere else except for Boston. Like they don't talk. They didn't talk about that with Clay and Steph in Golden State, right? It was never about how they couldn't get along together. They just made each other better. So why is it any different now for the Celtics? Nothing these guys have ever said or done would suggest that to be the case. Yet that's always been the narrative about like, oh, Are they going to be able to coexist with each other? Is one going to overshadow the other? No, they just want to win. And this team is winning despite all the reasons they shouldn't. They're well coached. I think this is like we can all agree that he is probably, if he doesn't get coach of the year this year, then it's rigged because he's put on a
Oh,
clip in terms of getting the most out of when we've cut what 40 million in roster this year. I mean, so we've
Yeah.
cut so many millions of dollars in roster. It's like it's almost unprecedented what we've done. Well, maintaining the 2-3 seed in terms of the playoff hunt.
Yeah.
Just hats off to it. It starts from the top. Brad, our GM, has been outstanding in his ability to manipulate the roster and bring in players and know when to get rid of players and work with a salary, the very complex salary cap in the NBA, and position us in a place where we're going to reload for the next couple of years here.
Yeah.
And we're in a good position to be able to do so without having to pay tens and hundreds of millions of dollars in luxury tax. I
Yeah.
like the
No,
Celtics. They're the best run organization, if not in all the sports, certainly in New England, which is saying a lot. Um,
yeah.
but in the NBA, I'd argue too, they're right up there with Miami at least. They are a very well run organization.
For sure, yeah. No, Vukovic is. I said he was a better passer, not defender, than
Mm-hmm.
Porzingis. I don't.
I'll agree to that.
Porzingis was definitely the anchor on the defense, but now that we have Kata, again, Vukovic. I think offensively, he's just as good as Porzingis. I think he might move a little bit better and could potentially be just healthier in general than Porzingis was for sure. So I do like the moves that they made because, like you said, it gives them financial flexibility. We went way down than the luxury tax. We might still be paying a little bit of luxury tax still, but we gained some financial flexibility with that. So yeah, we definitely positioned ourselves because we're getting the best trade acquisition slash free agent acquisition back this year in the NBA specifically. So I mean that puts us in a good position. And you're right that the naysayers are the ones talking about the chemistry, not the Boston Celtic loyalists and in the media specifically. It's like the Stephen A. That's like, oh, they're not going to be able to gel and be able to play together, even though they've proved in the past that they can. So yeah, I'm happy with where the Celtics are at. I don't think we had a bunch of question marks for them coming into the season just because of without Tatum, how are things going to go? And we had a bunch of unprovens besides White and Pritchard and Jaylen Brown. So w- there were a lot of question marks, but definitely, obviously, coaching has prevailed. He should be the coach of the year. So I hope they sustain the success that they've had so far. They're probably one of the healthier teams coming out of the All-Star game. So yeah, I'm looking forward to as LeBron said, the sprint, the marathon. We just finished the marathon. Now it's the sprint to the playoffs. So I'm looking forward to it. Anything to add, Chet? Are you
well,
happy with the Celtics?
eh, I mean, I am, but
All right, great. Thanks. Uh,
so sorry. I'm realizing I have
well,
to.
Wally just left, and we're ready to move on to. Oh, I did want to talk. Have you heard about this the tanking and all the stuff that's going on with that in the NBA, Chet?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The commissioner is saying that we're going to do a bunch of different shit, but see how it works out, I guess. Because,
I was gonna get Wally's thoughts, but all right, we'll move on. The next topic I have is the Board of Peace. Do you want to discuss that, Chet? Let's get your thoughts on that. So the Board of Peace was established and signed in an agreement on January 22nd, 2026 of this year. And it was announced that it was going to be brought together in September of last year. Uh, and its purpose is for global peacekeeping with an initial focus on the Gaza incidents and what's going on in Israel. So, how do we feel? How do we feel about this Board of Peace. Like it sounds silly, but the Board of Peace. Tell us about it, Wally. Tell us.
So it does sound a little silly. I also think you have to be careful. Have you seen kind of like how it's structured? Trump's named himself chairman of an
Yep.
indefinite term.
Yep.
He's committed $10 billion of U.S. funds. In order for any team, any country to be on the board, you have to commit to, I think, what, 1 billion or is it 2.5 billion? I'm not certain the numbers, but billions of dollars committed to this peace fund, of which he's the chairman and can determine how that money's spent. It's essentially a giant slush fund. Um,
Well,
like
is it?
you tell me, you tell me.
I mean, I don't know. You can't call it. I mean, slush fund doesn't like. There's a collection of dollars, but we'll only
It's tens of billions of U.S.
correct.
dollars being spent in a foreign manner in a way he can control. We haven't appropriated it through Congress. Like this is the U.S. government. So if we're going to use it, wasn't this a big issue with us spending money in the UN? Is that we're giving it to other people to spend? We're giving it to another entity. Now he may be the president of the United States, but there are certain spending limits and there's certain allowances that have to go. Congress has to appropriate certain funds. Like the fact that it's going to, I, I don't know. I'm a little concerned, and frankly, I'm a little skeptical. But I think I've made my stance on Trump pretty
Yeah,
well
but
known.
yeah.
So take it with a grain of salt. I worry about the like at face value, like a board of peace. Like, boy, that sounds really nice, doesn't it? Like who'd be against a board of peace? Like, I, I like the mission. I
You just don't like that he's in charge of it, and there's billions of dollars involved.
Which makes sense.
So, well, when we look back, like part of the reason this was made, I'm sure, is because of, well, when the whole Elon Musk thing came through and they started doing the efficiency of the government and reviewing where dollars are spent and some of this stuff that we were sending to foreign aid, just like the general public probably thought, like, oh, when we see like an expense sheet from our government on things that they spend on. Oh, that toilet seat costs, $2 million. Like, well, the expense sheet that we saw from the money that we were given to foreign entities, whether it was for UN stuff, UN aid, whatever it is, we were seeing that essentially warlords would be controlling, even if we were giving them goods instead of money, like, oh, here's money to buy grain. We would be sending them grain. They would, just like we saw, I mean, go all the way back to Black Hawk Down. The warlords were controlling the food that we were giving them for aid. So the food wasn't getting to the people that needed it. And that was one of the reasons why we went to war, essentially, with the warlords. Kind of got our asses handed to us for that as well. And that's particular instance. But again, when we look at it, from a government standpoint, I would rather us have our own entity that controls the money that we spend, controls who we give it to. And it should be in our best interest. It's not, is it in our best interest instead of giving somebody money, giving them the thing that they ask for, that they
who's
say they
we?
want to
This
spend the
is this
money on?
isn't a government entity.
I
Like
know it's not, but I mean, it's the government, it's the president of the United States. So it's at some point it's going to come back to the government, and the government, we can say that the government is allowing him to because they're not stopping him, right?
Yeah.
I mean, at some point it's going to come back to the government. I see what you're saying, Wally, about like, it hasn't been approved by the government, and so I would say maybe all this stuff is in writing. Like we're saying that he's saying that there's $10 billion that we've committed to this, but it's still sitting somewhere idle in a bank
you're right.
account.
He won't fully fund it. You're 100% correct about that. It's a good initiative, but he won't fully fund it. Did
Yeah,
Chet just quit us?
yeah, he quit.
Well, that's the other part of it. You got to wonder, in fairness, and you're 100% correct in this, how much of this is just lip service? Hey, I'm going to commit 10 billion and actually said 600 million. You know what I mean? Like, I got to
Yeah.
wonder how level of that, because politicians historically make these huge promises and don't always follow through, especially with these large scale initiatives. They're often funding for them is often not as easy as they pretend it to be. So that's fair. The other part of it is like I just don't trust his ability to govern it. In that, like he clearly has a pay to play kind of mentality where people have to agree with him wholeheartedly, or they're going to withhold things from him. He's done this openly. Canada's been his latest target in that bridge they're building in Michigan that he's gonna shut down. It just feels like unless they do exactly what he says, he's not going to work with them or be fair towards them. So, board of peace to what end? As long as you're listening to him, as long as you do exactly what he wants. That and there's no committee, there's no governance. I just know. I don't know, man. I just don't have faith in his ability to run it in a impartial manner. I think it'll become another political.
I mean, it could. I can just see that. I can just see the other side of it again. Like where, again, it's a like you said, a pay to play, but that means that the countries that buy into it, they're invested in whatever the decisions that are being made, and it's not part of the UN where we're funding 90% of everything that's going on with the UN because we're the ones with the money, and then everyone else is just they're part of the UN. They get the same recognition that we do, except we're the ones paying the bills. They're all living in our house, and like whether you agree with it or not, I it's a different way of doing things that the world is not used to, and our government and our American citizens aren't used to, but I think it seems more practical. Again, like you want to be part of this, then you buy into it, and then you're invested, so to speak, right? As opposed to the UN. Excuse me. I don't know.
Well, I hope I'm wrong.
Definitely
I hope this is,
controversial.
I hope this is hugely successful, and I'm wrong.
Yeah, I hope it is too. I'm sure you
And,
feel that way about
yeah, I'm
everything that
rarely
Donald
wrong, so
Trump
I
does.
doubt it'll happen. But who knows? Maybe this will be the first time.
Yeah. Give me a second. I gotta get some water.
It's fine. I'll take this opportunity to have a monologue. I'm just kidding.
Wally, I was really looking forward to that monologue.
I gotta be
Jeez,
prepared to have another topic.
you're worse than Trump, like saying things that you don't deliver on, you know?
You son of a bitch! How dare you?
Chet said he's trying to get back in. I don't. He seemed faded. We'll see if he gets back in. I'm not sure. He was swaying. Did you see him? I
Yeah,
think he's nervous. He's nervous about his trip.
probably. Probably he doesn't fly. You know that. And it's snowing heavily up here. It's snowing hard,
Yeah.
fast, heavy, wet snow. Like it's coming.
Yeah.
It's really coming down. We're in the middle. We're in the middle of it right now.
It's already snowing there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's been
Oh
snowing for a
yeah.
couple hours.
My sister,
And
I
I would
talked
assume
to
it's.
her.
I think it was coming south to north. So I think he probably got. It started snowing down on him before it got here.
I talked to my sister earlier. They were on their way down to Fort Lauderdale to
Ooh,
to hang
flying
out
out
for a
of
few days,
Burlington
and
or Boston.
I'm assuming Burlington, but she was saying that she needed to get out of town quick
Yep,
because it was
because there's a
snowing.
storm coming.
Yeah.
And then another
Oh,
one on Monday.
it is. Sorry, give me 1 second. Chet, I think Chet just sent an email. Yeah, Chet just. What is Chet doing? Anyway. All right, Board of Peace. Pretty weird. Anything else you want to talk about?
Talk Celtics, Red Sox spring training starting up. I think that we probably have to do a little bit of more research where we can talk about them intelligently. I don't think it's as doom and gloom as a lot of people are pretending it to be. I would have liked to add a big bat, and we failed miserably on that front. But we did continue to bolster the best pitching staff in baseball, or at least top 3 pitching staffs in baseball. I think start to finish, we have a pretty deep staff, so that'll keep us in games. We have gotten ourselves better defensively. We'll see. I think that we have a lot of young players with things to prove. Marcelo Mayer. I think Tristan Cassis at first base has been injured every year for the last 3 years, but I think he could have a big year. Anthony, I think is ultimately could have a breakout year, right? He's the guy we're going to build this offense around. So yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited for the season to start. I think that we could surprise some people. The AL East is a good team. It's a good division between us, Toronto, and New York. Baltimore got themselves better too. But yeah, we'll see. I'm excited.
Yeah, I share your resentment for them not getting a bigger bat. And again, last year, although last year didn't start well when we traded our best player and didn't get at least a prospect at the position that we wanted to get a big bat in, which was Devers, So, yeah, I think we're in a good position, but we definitely could have used an additional bat. They did sign somebody from, it was Milwaukee, right? To replace.
Are you talking about
Bregman?
Wilson Contreras?
The
first baseman.
It was somebody. No, it was somebody else. It was a
third baseman. Harden. I hate. We just traded for him, right?
Yeah.
Let me.
I can't remember his name, but I like him because he's a younger kid. He's like
Durbin,
26.
Caleb Durbin.
Is that him? Is that his name? Yeah. What happened, Chet?
I just tried to press pause, and next thing I know, I'm off. But thank you.
Thanks for getting back on. I think you probably just did your computer lose power again? Like, did you not charge the computer? Is that it? Are you just trying to be
time to time? Yep.
How's the anxiety level? Are you getting anxious to trip?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course.
You're keeping the destination in mind, right?
Yep.
And the end justifies the means.
Yeah, the paradise. You're going to paradise, man. Come on.
What's the name of the resort you're staying at?
Sandals.
Is it all inclusive? Is all the food you want there and everything too?
Almost every Sandals is. Yeah, that's awesome.
What's your drink of choice going to be?
Tito's and probably some like watermelon shit.
Yeah, one of those like fluffy beach drinks. Yeah, 100%. You got to get yourself a good beach drink. Good for you, man. So you're gonna have so much fun.
Yeah, you are. I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy for you. All right, do we want to do vibe of the week and then one last question after that, or what do we want to do?
Sure.
I got Seafret, Seafret. Missing is the song.
Seafret Missing for your vibe of the week. How many times have you played that this week, Chet?
I think 3 tops.
Oh. Well, we need the one that's on repeat. Like it's on repeat. Like
three's a good number. 3's a good number.
No, I'm disappointed, Chet.
When you've got a library as deep as his.
It's true. You guys are pretty versatile. I'm a one-trick pony, so to speak. Wally, do you have one or no? Not this week.
I got nothing.
All right. I got Hard Fought Hallelujah. I can't remember the dude's name. Hold on. Jelly Roll is in it. It is, yeah. What the heck is his name? Blake? I can't remember his name.
My son is a Jelly Roll fan.
Brandon Lake is his name. Brandon Lake. Not with Jellyfish, with Jelly Roll. Hard Fought Hallelujah. You guys got to check it out. It's a good one.
Do you think my son's still too young for me to bring him to a Jelly Roll concert?
How
He's
old?
You were gonna say
hardcore
jellyfish, weren't you?
Nah,
You were gonna say jellyfish.
I was going to, but I didn't. I think that's important distinction.
That is a difference between me and you, for sure. Yeah, I think he probably is. I don't know, honestly.
He
I,
loves
it,
them. He loves Jelly Roll.
it, he doesn't understand some of the context, I'm guessing, right? Like,
Yeah, yeah. He doesn't know. Well, he doesn't listen to his full catalog. Like he listens to the sanitized radio versions, the positive songs. So there's 3 or 4 songs that are on mainstream radio that he loves.
yeah, yeah,
So, but he hasn't listened to like the harder stuff, the harder stuff at all.
yeah.
No.
I don't know. I think it'd be pretty cool to get him, like, because some of his songs, just like this one, Brandon Lake is like one of the premier Christian country singers.
Yeah.
So that collab is like, there isn't a bad word in it, and it's just talking about doing bad things, but not
Yeah.
saying or having your bad experiences exposed, and then that's where the hard fought hallelujah, like you made it through hell to get here, and now you're
Yeah.
happy. But yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. It's a good.
I had a blast at Zach Brown Band with them. Had an absolute
Yeah,
blast.
yeah. That's a
Have you
little bit
taken your son
more.
to a concert yet, Chet?
What's that?
Have you taken your son to a concert yet?
No, we actually have 4 tickets for Dave Matthews Band coming up, and I'm like,
Which night?
Yeah, I thought you guys were meeting, right, Wally? You guys are going to the same concert, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm going. I'm going. I'm going to
So
one.
where are you guys
Nice.
meeting up? Do you know what day you're doing it? Is it the same day, Chet?
Yeah, it's on my calendar. Yeah, I got to figure out when is he coming again?
14th and 15th
Of what month?
July.
We're going on the 14th.
Perfect. I love it.
Okay.
Yeah, we got 4 tickets those nights because I had to get those to get the
That's awesome.
yeah. So
Yeah, that's
a
awesome.
VIP
I should get
parking.
tickets. I should get tickets, man. I should come down there.
You
Yeah,
up front?
good. You should. That'd be awesome.
I know. When is it? March 14th?
Seriously.
March. You don't want to go. You don't want to go to Meadowbrook. March.
I don't
14th.
know. I
Oh,
heard more
March
14th. When is it? When is it?
July
What month?
14th.
July 14th. That's good weather there too. I might actually be in town. Oh no, I won't.
We got
No.
lawn seats. We got lawn chairs, lawn seats. It'll be great.
No,
Yeah,
but we get the VIP parking. So we all hang out together. We cook up some sausages. It'd be fucking great.
the white man's barbecue, sausages and hamburgers.
I mean, Nate, I am a white man.
I know, but I'm sorry, that's the Yankee
We can do
barbecue.
steak tips. We could do steak tips pretty easily. I think that's easy enough. The
Yeah,
problem
that's
is
good.
with the tailgate, you don't have a ton of time, so you're gonna do something that's quick and easy.
Yep. I
True,
also
yeah,
do.
true.
When
I agree.
I tend to do like the cold cuts, like get that stuff out there. People want
Yeah, it's easy. It travels better, doesn't it?
it. Does it does?
Yeah. All right. Well, I got one last question for y'all. Do you want to hear a joke about paper?
Of course I do.
Never mind, it's terrible. That's a dad joke of the week.
Wait.
I love y'all. Thanks for getting on. Appreciate it.
Oh, can I get one? Can I get one?
Oh, you want one? Yeah, come on, man, bring it.
I do.
So that's hard to top though. Just
Yeah,
be
go
aware,
That was good shit. That was good shit. I just want to know, why don't politicians have pillow fights?
I don't know why not.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're afraid of the repercussions.
The repercussions. All right. That's a 2-for-1 dad joke of the week,
Atta
y'all.
boy.
Appreciate it.
Proud of you boys.
Love y'all.
Love you
y'all. Have a good weekend. We'll talk to y'all next week. See you later.